Hello friend, I want to tell you about the Peugeot 405 car. The engine range is impressive even by today's standards, except perhaps for diesel engines. Diesel units are indeed fuel efficient, but they have astronomical mileage and are prone to breakdowns more and more often. After all, you don't buy a car to sit at a mechanic's. What can piss off owners of Peugeot 405 diesels? First of all, the injectors, which not only leak, but also get stuck in the engine housing. Sometimes the injection pump breaks down. Petrol engines perform much better, but even they, due to their advanced age, sometimes develop faults. After purchasing a car, the timing belt and all accessories should be replaced immediately. Unfortunately, the components did not last the manufacturer's replacement intervals, a problem that affects most Peugeot models from that period. There are also failures of accessory components, such as the ignition distributor, alternator, thermostat, or crankshaft position sensor. Adjusting the carburetor is also quite troublesome. You need to find a really good specialist. Leaks also happen. It is worth paying attention to this when inspecting the car you have spotted. In models with an LPG installation, there are cases of damage to the head gasket, typical faults. During the test drive, it is worth checking how the power steering pump works, because this is another element susceptible to damage. In addition, both the rack and pinion and the power steering system suffer from a disease related to intensive leaks. The steering rod ends are not very durable either. The clutch doesn't cause any major problems, but the gearbox is a bit of a mixed bag. Leaks appear, and in poorly maintained cars, you'll need to look into worn-out bearings. The suspension is also often in poor condition. The stabilizer links and wishbone pins aren't even worth mentioning. Leaking shock absorbers and worn-out springs require replacement. The torsion beam isn't exactly durable either, and its comprehensive regeneration can be quite expensive. When inspecting the running gear and suspension, it is essential to pay attention to the condition of the drive joints and the places where the suspension components are attached to the body. They are often already heavily corroded. I advise you to give such examples a wide berth. What about the electrics? It is said that it is unreliable in all French cars. In Peugeot 405, it also has its moods, but the main cause of this type of failure is the age of the car. Central locking that is faulty, electric windows that jam, or various switches that refuse to cooperate are the norm. Owners of the French car complain about worn-out seats, cracking plastics of the interior trim, and strange noises, cracks and squeaks, coming from the dashboard. Well, the Peugeot 405 has its glory days behind it. However, you cannot expect the quality of finish typical of the Mercedes W124 because it is a completely different class of cars. If, however, you are looking for a cheap means of transport and expect trouble-free operation, you will be disappointed. Most spare parts can be purchased at a reasonable price, provided that they are substitutes. The disadvantages of this model are fuel-guzzling petrol engines, underpowered diesels, and the increasing difficulty of finding a well-maintained model. In an era of strong competition, the car is unable to defend itself with comfortable suspension, spacious interior, or even good performance of the top version. From 0 to 100 km per hour, the T16 accelerates in 7.4 seconds. Year by year, fewer and fewer 405s are driving on European roads. It is much more profitable to buy newer Peugeot 406 or 407. Thanks for listening to me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and rate my video. If you know of any problems with this car that I haven't mentioned, be sure to write about them in the comments.